Should you buy PIGFACE in early access? Well, not yet. It's a good game, don't get me wrong. I've had a blast with it. It's a lot of fun, and it has a lot of promise. I get what the developers are going for, and I think it is going to be a great game, but right now, for the price asked of it, and for the content offered, it's not worth getting. But I'll go into detail as to why. For now, those are just my main thoughts. I already covered PIGFACE in a video on the Steam demo that had 2 levels and a bunch of guns, and some other features that would be expanded on in the final game. The new version of the game, the early access release, as of November 2025, has about 5 levels, some more cutscenes, more mask options, some tweaks to existing guns, a new weapon, the SKS, and some secrets that you can find. In a sense, it is an expansion of what the demo had to offer, but it isn't as much of an expansion as I'd expected. The replayability of it is limited. It's not bad by any means, it's just that you'll get the gist of what the game is asking of you when you're playing it. The contracts mostly play out the same. You're sent into an area that's overtaken by a certain gang, usually the Smileys, though there's also a tracksuit gang you encounter later on. You're in dilapidated, rundown areas of a Rust Belt-style city. Reminds me of Carcer City from Manhunt, just during the day, in some levels. And you need to get in, complete objectives, and get out. And there are optional objectives you can complete to get more cash. You can spend that cash in the shop to get melee weapons, or morphine syringes, or other options. You have different outfits you can use. Those don't affect the game, but they can change how your first-person view model is. And hidden throughout each level is a mask. And bringing that mask back after you finish a level will allow you to use it. Most of them are a step down from the smiley mask, though. There are others that bring some interesting changes or some goofy changes, but the ability to double your syringe count from 3 to 6 can be a lifesaver, especially the first time you play a level. The levels get more expansive as you go on, especially the train station and the suburbs one. Those are very big, very wide open. It's fortunate that the shotgun has a good range to it, since if you do bring that with you, you aren't totally gimping yourself. But not every weapon is as good as it was in the demo. The AK no longer takes attachments, the Tech 9 fires a lot slower. Other guns have been tweaked as well. The revolver allows you to properly aim down sights instead of just zooming in and holding the weapon closer. And the way that some of the side options work changed. I don't think you're as durable as you are in the demo. Even when you're wearing armor, it feels like you go down really quickly. And there's a bit of an issue with the way that health is presented, I've noticed. It's kind of tough to tell when you're really low on health and when you've taken some damage. I'm not sure if it's just because you don't have a lot of health in general, but even wearing armor, I wasn't really able to last as long in firefights, which again makes the extra syringes all the more viable. There are different morphine syringes you can find around levels, and you can restock your current ones, but if you're going above the limit you can carry, they just get sent to your inventory. So you're usually better off saving them unless you need to heal and then pick up another one, because you don't always need to stockpile them for future missions. You can just buy them from the shop. The guns unlock as you progress through the campaign, though, again, the only real addition is the SKS. That's a pretty neat gun. It has good range, it fires faster than the hunting rifle, but the big downside is that it reloads one shot at a time. It's not like how most SKSs can use an ammo clip or a magazine. It's just one shot at a time. That can get tedious. I suppose it's to balance it out compared to the hunting rifle. You don't get the P90 or the machine gun until after you've beaten the final level. There is a cutscene that hints at a mall level coming, and there's a roadmap demonstrating what's coming next, which includes the mall level, but there isn't a real definitive ending to the current build of the game. It just kind of lets off once you've finished the final available contract, lets you revisit the existing ones, unlocks a couple of guns, and if you really want to look around, you can find some secrets and levels. Aside from the mask, there's a machete melee weapon that you can find and bring back to use in other missions. The farmhouse and the tutorial play just about the same, aside from the changes I brought up in general. They're fine, as is. They didn't really need tweaking at all. The others are interesting. I think the motel one is neat because it's a combination of short and long-range combat, and the objectives are pretty varied. Some can go on a bit too long, and I think the snipers in the suburbs map can be a bit frustrating. Train station's a fun challenge, though, especially with how there are actual trains going by, and you or enemies can be hit if you stay on the tracks when they're going. That reminds me a lot of Manhunt's train-based levels, probably intentional, given all the nods to Manhunt this has. PIGFACE is good, and I've said a lot of good things about it here. I just don't think it's worth the $9 to $10 in its current form. It's very much an early access title. That's the problem with it. With an early access title, you're basically investing. Later on down the line, you'll get a complete game, hopefully, but for now, you're just kind of stuck with what you have. And right now, PIGFACE just doesn't offer enough for what you're getting. You can revisit the other contracts to complete bonus objectives and look for masks, or to replay them to try to get all objectives done and to test out your different weapons and masks and so on. But right now, I'm a bit hesitant to recommend it, because there is a good game there. It just needs to be expanded on. What it offers up right now is good, and if you really liked the demo, I'd recommend the current version of PIGFACE in early access. If you thought it was pretty good, not necessarily great, but pretty good, I'd hold off until either the full game releases or until they add at least a few more levels. And if you were on the fence about PIGFACE, then I'd just hold off until the final game releases, and then I would judge that. But still, good work to the PIGFACE devs for what all has been finished. I mean, I know that I'm critical of the length, but it does have really, really good potential. You have something really special going on here, and I'm hopeful that development will continue to go well and you'll be able to make the shooter you want to make, because I think this will really stand out among the other titles of 2025. So, that's my thoughts on PIGFACE, at least the current early access build as of November 11th, 2025. Good luck to the developers, and to the people interested in playing it. I hope you have fun with it, and hopefully we'll have some good content in the year to come. Thank you all for watching. Take care.